Hello everybody, and welcome to another beautiful day in the world of Fallout. It is Sentinel, and today my little random one is not based on ages or this, that or anything else. It's about little things that have left me sitting going, how the hell? Okay, so let's jump right into it, and let's start with the things I've noticed we have in the game, but yet we're missing other certain things. So let's start with, we have plastic surgeons. We have people who call themselves doctors. We have power. We have nuclear reactors and things like that. We have toilets. We have water purifiers. We have vertibirds. We have the Pridwin. We have teleportation. We have synths. We have some of the greatest technological wonders. Okay? But yet we don't have a working washing machine. We don't actually have a dentist. We don't have anyone to do hearing tests. We don't have working showers. And for some reason the build menu hasn't given us showers or toilet roll holders, which is just beyond me, or double beds. Why is there no double beds here, people? Okay, that's a pet thing of mine. I keep waiting for double beds to appear and it's not happening for me. I really can't wait till we get mods on the PS40. I get a double bed. So we're going to go with the whole fact that a couple of sort of things, like in 1903 Ford Motors opened their door. Okay, now we know the timeline changed after World War II. Okay, so in 1908 General Motors opened their door. In 1925 Chrysler opened their door, not to mention a few others all around that time. And in 1903, the greatest designers and builders of the sexiest machine to ever exist on the roads anywhere across the world, Harley Davidson, opened their doors. Now I can't bring NASCAR into this because NASCAR did not actually start until after World War II, and as we know the timeline splits then, so we cannot mention NASCAR. But are you seriously trying to tell me that we can have electricity, we can have toilets, we can have synths, we can have teleportation, we can have vertibirds, we can have the Pridwin, we can have, you name it, but every single person with the ability and the brain cells for mechanics for motor vehicles or for motorbikes died? I don't think so. And I know quite a few of us have harped on about this, and I know fine rightly that Bethesda do listen to their fans. I know this for a fact. But really, guys, this one we've been bitching at you about for about from Fallout 3. Where's the cars? Where's the motorbikes? I know it's more fun to make us run backward and forward across the Commonwealth or fast travel on our Pip-Boy, but we really would love a car. Hell, I would love a horse. Why is there no horses? And don't bother saying they're extinct, because I actually had a conversation once on a YouTube channel with the person who created the actual video, who is quite well known out there in the YouTube world of the Fallout people. And they had actually said as well that they thought maybe cats were just extinct. They also happened to state how the scariest thing they would ever come across would be an invisible deathclaw. Guess what? Both those things appeared in Fallout 4, so I know for a fact you are listening to your fans, guys. I know you are. Give us something, please. And while you're at it, can I have showers, washing machines, a tailor, a proper optician, someone to do hearing tests, not after much here, and what the hell is with the plastic surgeons and the doctors? There are no, as you Americans call them, colleges. Okay, we've seen the ruins of the CIT. All right, there are no colleges left. Madison Lee is not a doctor. Madison Lee does not have a PhD and does not have a doctorate. She is not a doctor. She is called Madison Lee. There's no doctor in her name. My dad in Fallout 3 was not a doctor. His name was just James, because I don't know what his surname was, but his name was James, and he was not a doctor, and neither was my mother, because they didn't go to uni. As we call it here, it's university. They didn't go. So I'm sorry, peeps. There is no real doctors anywhere in the Fallout world. Possibly the only exception to that rule could be within the Institute, because it was a bunch of scientists that all got their degrees before the war, training the children, teaching the children, educating the children. So yeah, they probably could actually be doctors down there. But being the fact that I just blew the hell out of it, there's no doctors. The guy in Diamond City that you could go through for plastic surgery, he ain't a doctor. I can take any of my settlers and put a settler onto a clinic stand, and all of a sudden they're a doctor that can cure me. No, there are no actual doctors in the Fallout universe, because there's no universities, stroke college. There are no proper high schools, or as we call them, secondary or grammar school, and there's no real primary schools. The only place I've seen trying to establish some form of a primary school is Diamond City. I'm sure there are other settlements who do have them, but they don't have secondaries, or high school as you call them. You know, they don't have these things. And they definitely, sure as hell, do not have a college stroke university. Okay? So there is no doctors in Fallout. So I refuse point blank to ever call her Dr. Madison Lee. Her name is Madison. Or, oi woman, shut up or I'm going to hit you with a baseball bat. Because she just does my head in. She really does. So, on that, why are all my settlers so dirty? I mean, if I've got a water purifier and I've got running toilets, I should really, let's be honest, be able to have showers. So why are my settlers all so mingy? That makes no sense whatsoever. Okay? Why do I not have washing machines to wash their clothes? Why do we seem to be missing tailors? Why is there no one that can actually fix clothes or produce no clothes? And the other one, the Institute had toilets with toilet roll. Okay, so one thing you didn't give me was toilet roll holders, which I do actually understand in my own wee mad way, because let's be honest, who in the world is producing toilet roll in the middle of the Fallout universe? And the other thing, her newspaper, where's she getting the paper for it? Because I sure as hell haven't seen any paper producers to actually give her the paper for her newspaper in the first place. You can see where this is going on, can't you? And I can make ammo. I can make guns. I put on Fallout New Vegas. I can go to the gun runners and they can do everything for me. You know what I mean? But yet I do not have these little simple essentials that would make sense. We are over 220, as CODS tells you, maybe a little bit longer, years after the Great War. By now, there would be working toilets, working washing machines, and working showers. It only makes sense. You know what I mean? If I can build a water fountain in the middle of my settlements, which I have up here in the gym, I have a water fountain. People can get purified, clean water from it. Then I can have a washing machine that works. And as for the fact that everybody seems to have died, there are people, that everyone seems to have died that had any mechanical knowledge on how to fix a car, but I can have vertibirds flying around over my head, I don't think so. It ain't happening. Why is he wandering about? I went into my house there and discovered that my bed seemed to have been taken over by somebody, so I pulled the beds and all of a sudden they got unhappy. But they've got 15 beds, so go find one somewhere else. So as I'm saying, guys and dolls, this is my little rant video today. And as you've seen, seriously thinking about it, the logistics of it all, we should have these things. I was at one point originally going to mention NASCAR, but NASCAR did not actually start until after World War II, and we know the timeline split at World War II, so I couldn't go mentioning NASCAR. Sorry guys, but it does show that the mechanics, people with a love for cars, bikes and everything, is running through the veins of the United States of America. I mean, me personally, my favourite car is Chevrolet Impala 1969. Most beautiful, sexiest car I've ever seen in my life. And I honestly do not believe that, you know, there wouldn't be working cars. I believe there would be working cars. I suppose the whole point of it is they prefer to have us running backward and forward across the maps like complete and utter lunatics. As for horses, I do believe we should have horses. We've got ragstags, which are basically deers in their own way, I believe. We have Brahman, which I believe is a two-headed cow. And as I said, I did joke with someone before about this whole thing of there not being any cats, and then the next thing we had cats appear out of nowhere and invisible death claws. So I do know that they do pay attention to what people are griping about out there. So I don't know if this will make any difference, but I know a lot of people actually do agree with me and wonder why we don't have these things. So if you have anything you would like me to check into, anything you would like me to look at, drop me a comment. If you like what I do, drop me a like. If you fancy subbing, feel free. You're more than welcome to sub, the more the merrier. If you want to share this out with your friends and have a giggle at my insanity, feel free. Because trust me, I laugh at my insanity when I'm rewatching these videos. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. So this is Sentinel. I am going to say laters peeps, and I am going off to kill some stuff in Fire Harbour. Bye.